What's going on, Jerome? It's a beautiful day for another Vikings 7-round mock draft. And as always, we like to set the table, predicting what would happen and different scenarios in free agency and the Vikings in-house. So in this one, Darnold leaves. Daniel Jones is re-signed to be the backup for J.J. McCarthy. Beasley, Murphy, as well as Aaron Jones leave. Reisner, Bradbury, they go. So complete gutting of the interior offensive line. Harrison Smith returns, re-sign Cam Akers, and then open free agency. Travaris Ward on the outside replacing Murph. You got Drew Dahlman at center. You got Will Fries at one of the guard spots. Osa Odigizua as well as B.J. Hill, your mom's favorite player along the defensive line. Safety-wise, you got Theo Jackson coming on in as an RFA replacing Beasley. So that's where we're at, right? And now the draft and enhance. So just start draft. Just go. Feeling good. Always feeling good, though. All right, so here we go. All right, so Cam Ward at 1 to Tennessee, Travis to the Browns, Shador to the Giants. If Deion will allow it, I don't know. Mason Graham goes to the Patriots. I like it. Tet goes to the Jaguars. So Tet and BTJ, that's a lot of receiver for Trevor Lawrence. I like it. Will Johnson to the Raiders. Abdul Carter goes to the Jets. How's Abdul Carter fall to 7? It's ridiculous. Genti goes to the Saints. All right, so Genti and Kamara for short term. Mike Green goes to the Bears. I don't know how the Bears. All right, so Genti's off the board. I don't know how the Bears pass on Campbell or Simmons. I mean, they need to get after that offensive line, but it's fine. LB3 to the Cowboys. Pierce to the Niners. Michael Williams, a little bit of run on Joja, Shamar Stewart going to the Cardinals. I like that one a lot. Also, Darius Robinson, that's going to be a good D-line. Tyler Warren goes to the Bengals because, why address offensive line when you can just get another weapon? Although, I mean, so they're probably going to lose T. Higgins, and Tyler Warren stepping in as the number 2 option in that offense. I kind of like it. Benjamin Morrison goes to Seattle. If the hip is fine, I think his long, lengthy physical style does suit what they want to do in Seattle. Calvin Banks goes to the Bucks as they're overhauling their offensive line. Buka goes to the Broncos because I don't know, I feel like that he would fit in nicely in terms of the stupid-ass Sean Payton offense. Mambu goes to the Steelers, which is good because they need help at right tackle and or kicking Mambu inside makes sense. Walter Nolan, no. My heart breaks. And then also got Jack Sawyer going to the Greasy Grime Green Bay Packers. Now, I'm not going to lie. I had a plan for this draft with the first pick, and then everything else is going to take care of itself. Kenneth Grant being available mucks up that plan, right? So I'm actually just going to roll with it, man. So Kenneth Grant, the Michigan nose tackle, doesn't get as much love as Mason Graham, but he's just as important. And I think that his ability to press a pocket is certainly going to develop and grow and show. Teammate of J.J. McCarthy, and I think getting Kenneth Grant in the middle of your defense is tantamount to the Eagles getting Jordan Davis a couple years ago out of Georgia. So I love Kenneth Grant. Initially, I was going to take Omarion Hampton, and we're just going to have a whole conversation about that, but Kenneth Grant is just that dude. And so there's a couple players that I will not pass at 24. Thou shalt not pass. Walter Nolan, Kenneth Grant. I'm sure that there's others. I can't think of them off the top of my head. There you go. All right, so the Vikings at 97. Do we just go full on getting freaks along the D-line? So Deion Walker, Kenneth Grant to go with Osa Odigizua and B.J. Hill. Why? Do we? I mean, we could. Also, we got Jared Wilson, who we usually take. R.J. Harvey is an absolute monster as well. I mean, I'm kind of tempted. I'm really kind of tempted. You know what? It's Friday. This is about fun. Let's freaking do this. All right. So Kwesi definitely took lessons from the Super Bowl, and we're just getting dudes. Man. All right, now, Jarquez Hunter is there chilling. I really like him out of Auburn. Khalil Mullings, per usual. Etienne, you're probably just going to be more of a scat back in the league. Both Kyles. RJ Oben didn't get invited to the combine. Isn't that a little wild? All right, so we are. I mean, we could hit on offensive line in this. Well, actually, let's see what's there. To your offensive line, Monheim, Majors, who we take all the time. Fairchild, the other Georgia guard. So it does get pretty sketchy pretty quickly along the offensive line. Could just take Tyler Cooper, or could we get him at 161? It's certainly possible. But in this spot, I do really like Jarquez Hunter. So the pride of Auburn, 5'10", 209. Low, thick cut. One cut and go, good vision, good patience, as well as does have that straight line speed that you can hit home runs with. 58 missed tackles in 2024 and 6.4 yards per carry, led the nation. So Hunter, I mean, I kind of like it. Back-to-back SEC. Yeah, you know me. Now here we are at pick 161, chilling. Oh, we should also say Deion Walker, 6'7", 340, absolute freak show. Right, he has the opportunity to be either one of the best defensive linemen in the game or out of the league. Like, honestly, I don't think that there is a middle ground. Like, they had Walker lining up as a wide 9. Like, he'll be all over the place. He's an absolute physical freak, and I think that he's a lot of fun. And getting him at 97, I think, is value. Now, here in the 5th round. So, remember, free agency, Bradbury, Reisner, they gone. Drew Dahlman is your starting center. Will Fries is one of the guards. And I understand we're not getting to the FU offensive line. Dahlman, zone guard. Same thing with Fries. But now, so the fact that we decided to double down here, I mean, we could have had Wilson, and also we could have had Ratledge at some point too. But now, kind of goes back and forth. So I consistently take Monheim and Majors. Cooper could be an option for the Vikings here as well. But I'm going to take Connor Colby. So also, 5th round might be late for him. I think that he might go 3rd, maybe even 2nd. He's got some upside there. But Colby's 6'5", 311. Amber is the color of your energy. Great agility. And, yeah, he is a guard that is built for zone. He's a mauler laterally, 3-year starter at guard and right tackle. So I understand. Like, it's not the sexiest pick in the world, but I think that he is a guy that certainly has some upside in the scheme of what O'Connell wants to do. Now, my preference would be, hey, let's just get 340-pound dudes across the board, except I don't think that's what Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi are going to do. So, Connor Colby, welcome on in. You are a Minnesota fighting Viking. Lastly, lots of ways to go here. Tyler Shuck is not going to be there. Like, he's going to be day 2 in the mix somewhere. Joshua Gray, I mean, we certainly could double down on offensive line. Joshua Gray, got more options here. Kyron Lacey, Jordan Hancock. But Gray, I kind of like Gray, even though he's 75,000 years old. Like, he was at Oregon State for 6 years, but 12 pressures, 3 sacks in 2024, 6'4", 310, kind of a toolsy guard as well. So doubling down here on guard projects, you still have Juergens, you still have Rouse who could reduce inside. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. So there we go. I kind of like what happened. Again, we have to because it was our draft. But recapping, so laying out what happens: Beasley, Murph, Aaron Jones leave. Reisner, Bradbury, they gone. Harrison Smith returns. Re-sign Akers in the backfield. Open free agency: Travaris Ward, Drew Dahlman, Will Fries, Osa Digizua, and B.J. Hill. So you got quick-ass penetration on the inside of that defensive line. And then, my God. So Kenneth Grant, put him in the middle, set and forget it. Deion Walker is just going to be all over the place, man. Where's he going to line up? I don't know. I don't care. Just have him go out there and blow things up. That's exactly what's going to happen. Jarquez Hunter is your short, stout, one cut and go, a home run hitting running back, as well as 2 guard projects. Connor Colby, as well as Joshua Gray coming on in. Oh, we got an A-. Look at us. Look at us freaking go. There you go. But overall, like, this draft in conjunction with this offseason, like, I would not be upset at all. So the defensive line is the most important part. So we have Osa, who's going to blow up a gap. You got B.J. Hill in the middle as well. Kenneth Grant is going to be an absolute monster at nose tackle. I love it. Deion Walker, wild card biatches. So Grant and Walker together, I don't even know what's going to happen. But also, I don't care. It's going to be great. But that's it. That's it. 7-round Vikings mock draft on this beautiful, wonderful Friday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.